Thanks again for joining the Emancipate Show. Joining us today is Sunshine P.
Blessed love, greetings. Give thanks for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. How's everything going on your end?
It's going wonderful. Very busy, very consistent, very active. I fly today to go record more music. So, yeah, it's going great. I'm excited.
Okay, let's get into it. So,
All right.
where initially from?
So, I was born in Jersey, but
Hmm.
I am of Trinidadian and Honduran descent. And I was raised Trini. That's my culture that I'm very, very familiar with. That I get Trini licks, eat Trini food, learn Trini culture, went to a Trini school early in my life. So yeah, you know, I'm all over. You know what I mean?
What made you decide to get into reggae music? Because normally, me normally see artists come out of Trini and them are most dancehall
Soca.
artists. Well, Trini is big for soca. I'm gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you something you can't take away from them is just like how you have dancehall at Jamaica,
Right.
carnival nights at Jamaica, but the Mecca fit soca is Trinidad. I
It's
don't care what.
Trinidad.
I don't
And
even if I wasn't talking to you, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like,
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
yeah, ain't nobody rocking with them. Them steel
Nah,
bands, them have
nah, no.
everything. Like,
We can't claim jerk chicken and we can't claim beef patty. You know what I mean? And oh, you can't claim roti and you can't claim, doubles and pillory. So, we can't claim dancehall or you can't claim soca. It is
no,
what it is.
it
Yeah.
a phone thing that a phone thing that like we have a thing, but listen, you have to just give credit where credit is due.
You don't know already. Yes.
So
Yes,
have you
I.
been back or you go back and
Oh yeah,
forth?
yeah, yeah. So it's been a while though. Last time I was there was 2016 for Carnival.
Hmm.
Um, and I was supposed to go back 20 end of 2019 into 2020 and COVID happened. So I didn't go back. That was my next time I was supposed to be going back. But of course after COVID I didn't go back. So um but I'm sure I'll be back again. I've been recording with a a producer out of Trinidad, two producers out of Trinidad and Tobago, matter of fact.
Right.
I got on a rhythm with one producer, LA Records, out of Trinidad and Tobago, and the other one I have a hot song coming with, who we did a collab together, and he's Julio Productions, and he's out of Trinidad and Tobago, and he does a bunch of soca tunes and everything, but we did a reggae tune together, and it's beautiful. So that's in the works. Look out for it.
Okay. So what are you working on right now as far as like projects, albums, solo, singles or
So right now, I've been tasked to put out singles like every 21 days. So that's we're on like ready, set, go mode.
mhm.
So I've been doing music for a while. Yes, I'm working on a reggae project, but I also do jazz. I've done gospel. I've done inspirational. I've done R&B. I've done neo soul. Um, so, but I have an affinity to reggae right now. Like my lyrics are conscious, but I love reggae music. It just speaks to me, speaks to my soul, actually. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on reggae music. Working on reggae projects and I'm releasing singles back to back. I have a catalog just waiting to be released. Now I have the right team that's been working on my media footprint. And so that I'm researchable when people put my name in there. Now they can see who even though I've been out for a long time, I didn't have the proper foundation, I would say. I've been on
Right.
stages, I've performed at different carnivals and different things, but I just didn't have that background, that foundation set. Now, backtracking and resetting, the foundation is being set proper. So now people are knowing, like, who's Sunshyne P? Oh, oh, she sings this. Oh, she did that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So what songs are you notable for?
So I had an album years ago, and one song on that album was called Dream Killer. And one of the artists on there, well, I had three different artists on there with me. One of the main artists on there, I don't know if you know Speech from Arrested Development.
No.
Okay, so Arrested Development was is a, I guess they could be considered a hip hop group. Yeah, I guess they're hip hop. They're out of Atlanta. They're Atlanta based and very, very prominent. And Speech, the lead out of that, he was on there with me. A soca artist named Champion was on there with me, and
Right.
another artist named Kwanzaa was on there with me, and that's called Dream Killer.
Hmm.
And then on the jazz circuit of things, I wrote a song called A Polished Soul, and that's a title song for a movie soundtrack. And so that's out there. It's out there movie wise. I hadn't even formally released it. It just released on the movie. And so that movie's going great places right now. It's been out for a while, but now it's getting picked up by a different studio. So that's out there.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the biggest problems I think a lot of new artists will have is visibility, and that's
Hmm.
something I'm glad you got some good people behind you to
Yeah, they're pushing me. They believe in me. Like
right,
big up Raquel, big up Raquel, big up Raquel. Zion
right,
RR is everything. My team skanking me. My team is tough. My team right now is immaculate. I'm super grateful and humbled to have them pushing me and supporting me and guiding me. And so it's going great places. Be on the lookout. Big, big things coming. Big things are going.
granted. So how long you been in the music though?
Oof. As a solo artist or period?
Period, like overall.
So I've been singing from small, right? I used to sing in choirs and churches and things of that nature. But I also, excuse me, excuse me, I've also I used to be in the army. So I
You be
sang
in
in
the
the army
army.
chorus. Yeah. So I sang in the army chorus. And
So you know the kick some ass.
I'm
Wait,
trying not
wait,
to
wait.
tell things. I try
Wait,
not to
wait,
tell
wait.
everything.
Wait. So how you went from being an army person to being a singer?
I was singing in the military. I used to sing in the military too. I did. I sang with the army chorus and stuff. At my local duty stations at different for colonels and things of that nature. Um, yeah, like big
How
festivals,
long you
and
served for? So you a veteran then?
I am a veteran. I did 6 years, three active, three reserve. I'm a veteran. Yes.
So you still them call you and say you have to bust out some people and still acting?
I prefer to just lead with love, but if I get vexed, watch out. That's the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I prefer to lead with love.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
you know if you broke down your rifle and thing like that. When it's a rifle,
Hey,
you, you
hey.
you know if you do the thing. You know if you crawl and go
I know
through
that.
that.
I know how to low crawl and get to
Okay,
where I
okay,
know how to watch my sticks and keep my head on a swivel. Yeah.
okay. All
Mm.
right, all right. So you transition off from you say you used to sing in the army.
Mhm.
So what
I
inspired you like to take it on full time?
so I was doing semi MOS is what they call it in the military, in the army, more specifically, which is your position was finance actually. But I got picked up for Army Corps. You get to apply. I used to do these little competitions, and then I was encouraged to apply, and I applied, and I got accepted. And then shortly thereafter, Then I got accepted, I think within a year of getting accepted. After marriage, I got pregnant very quickly at the time. And so I couldn't do all the traveling that they were doing. So, what they call ETS, which is your time of separation, which was the first part of my contract, I went ahead and got out. And that's how I ended up being in the reserves for the last 3 years of it. But um, I, as a civilian, um, I was singing like background with different people, different artists, jazz artists, gospel artists, singing on choirs, singing in choruses, and it's a connection thing. Like when people hear your voice, they put you in touch with the next one and the next one and the next one.
Right.
Um, and so when I came to the South, I would say a few years after being stationed out here, which was my last duty station, I just I had one stylist in particular. I went through something tragic. I cut all my hair off and started locks. And the stylist that I have to give him credit. The stylist that started my locks, um, he heard my voice. We were singing. He would always have the radio play, and I was singing. And he was like, you need to. I need to connect you with one of my clients. He was doing a gospel artist by the name of Blanche McAllister Dykes, and she sings with the Tri City Chorus and Donald Lawrence's group. And he linked me with her. I started singing with her Christian jazz band, and then I got introduced to the other jazz circuit around here. It was like 32 musicians strong,
Right.
and then from that, being Trini descent, I got linked up with the Trini crew because you know how Caribbean people is do. You're not
Mhm.
home, so you're not around your family, so you pick up other Caribbean people and and they become your family. So we have a whole Trini crew out here.
Right.
Trini crew found out I could sing. I was singing on their carnival stages and the different ones in the Tri City area
Right.
and different places. And so it just picked up from there. I got invitations to sing at other places. That's how I got my invitation to open for Beanie Man. I opened for Jonathan Butler on the jazz part of things. It's just different artists I started opening for. I sang in Atlanta, different places. So the more people heard me sing, the more exposure I had, the more invitations I had to do different things. So yeah, and it just evolved from that point. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Got you. So
yeah.
what so you open for who is some of the open acts you open for?
Beanie Man, Jonathan Butler, Benjai, Talpree. Um, I think Benjai and Talpree was on the same stage that same day. Adamo, a lot of soca artists, like a lot of different soca artists. Um, I don't know if you heard of Yankee Boy. I opened for him one time. Um, Denise Belfon opened for her. Um, gosh, I can't remember remember all of them. It's
So
just
much people, right?
yeah, it's just different stages I've touched that you know how you're making me remember things now. Like I once I do something, I just put it in the back of my mind. But
And
now
you
it's
can't just you have to keep it there to
I
unpack it when it's needed.
literally, yeah, I'm literally unpacking. I'm like, oh, like, yeah, like I've opened for quite a few different people. Because they'll have a lineup, whether it's like Raleigh Carnival, Atlanta Carnival, or
Mhm.
um, just the different ones and different stages you hit, or different events at the different carnivals. Um, and then I've stage managed for the Black Expo out here, so being exposed to like your Kiki Wyatt, your David Banners,
Mhm.
you know, um, gosh, it's
A lot.
so it's so many. It is. It's so many. It's so many. Yeah,
So
yeah.
what made you because I know you before you went in the army you weren't you wasn't like a Rastafarian ladies. You look more like on the spiritual side now. What made you I guess the music help to transcend the kind of person you are today? Also, too, with your spirituality, with the
It has, but more so tragedies and mindset, my viewpoint on different things I've experienced, and that program thinking, years of like thinking one way, and it's like, I believe in God, I believe in the Most High. You know what I mean? I believe in all those. I do believe. I know certain things because I know what I've been brought through, but I strongly believe in healing.
hmm
I believe in not repeating the sins of the past. I believe in I believe that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, right? So like I'm also in the medical field by profession. So what I see with my patients is, how they say, oh, you're genetically predisposed to something, whether it's hypertension, diabetes, whatever, right?
right,
But what people fail to realize is you make the same mistakes of your ancestors. So even though your ancestors had a lot of wisdom, your ancestors carried on habits that their ancestors carried on, right?
yeah,
But things that we're exposed to are not the same. They're chemically enhanced. They're poisonous to our systems. The media programming that incites fear in us and things of that nature. So I just changed my mind. I'm like, I'm not conforming to those things. I'm a non-conformist. I don't have to listen to that anymore. I can heal, and I can heal through my words. Words are so powerful. I understand the meaning of the power behind words, and so I understand my assignment. I understand my assignment now to use my words for healing, and that's why I'm so into heavily, deeply into my spirituality, into righteousness, into um, educating others on how to heal and have that same mindset. You know what I mean? Like
you
not
ever
being
got you ever got like criticized because of the path that you're taking? Like, ah, yeah, yeah, you're crazy, man. Well, yeah, do that for them thing that.
okay. So first of all, I cut all my hair off in 2008. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time I was working in a trauma center, and someone says to me, "I want you to watch when I say this to you."
Mm-hmm.
Some someone made the comment, who was my supervisor at the time, said, "You're starting locks, dreadlocks. How are you going to clean your hair?"
I, I
And
I know probably who said that, but go ahead.
right. And so my response was, better than you clean yours, because I did hair for 13 years. I didn't even mention that part. There's so many things I've done in life. However, so I was like, cleaner than yours. You know what I mean? I said, but it's not for a trendiness. It's for a journey. I cut my other stuff off, my other hair off, because it was attached to a journey that was very traumatic for me. And it's
Right.
not to say that along my lock journey that things haven't occurred, because they have. Oh my gosh. But I don't listen to criticisms because people can't wear my shoes and walk my path. You can't. Like
Right.
I've been on the earth too long to know. I've been in this universe too long to know. If you specifically, whoever has the criticism, cannot put on my shoes and walk my path, you cannot. There's no book about it that says if you experience this, do this and that, and it's going to work the same for you like it worked for me or didn't work. So I don't conform to those opinions of things, whether it's the shape of my body, whether it's the way I think about things and conduct my. Now, granted, I do accept advice and wisdom, right? So if somebody's constructively correcting me and saying, "Hey, sis, going down this path can lead to this," because I've been there and I know what can come.
Right.
I'm list. I'm listening. But if they say I'm not, but if they're leading in fear and they're like, "Nah," dreadlocks, that's nastiness, you're dirty, you know. It's like, okay, you know nothing about me. Like, you know what I mean? It's your ignorant. You lead in ignorance. So then I can't even hear what you're saying. I shut off. I just shut off real quick. So, but yeah,
Got
so
you.
yeah.
So with all the music that you've created, what are you gonna push for your new single to get like? Because I see you have this song called "Where Is the Love,"
Where
which
is love?
yes, "Where Is Love?" That is definitely can we can relate to that. So what other singles you trying to push forward first? Are you gonna try to do like an EP first, or just this?
So based on my media team, like I said, am assigned or tasked with dropping singles back to back.
Granted,
I'm dropping singles. This year's single after single after single after single. I'm going to record with Radical Roots Records this weekend. Like today, I leave and I'm
right?
on assignment. Next month, I go to Jamaica to sing and touch stages and interviews. And it's like music dropping, drop, drop. I've been on rhythms, collabs with different people. So right now, Blessings is out on the Uber Love rhythm.
Yeah, that's
Love Love is out on the Cogency rhythm. Um, and then of course, Where's Love is out. And something else out that I put out.
who made that Uber rhythm, Love? Who's that producer?
SB1. SB1 is phenomenal. He's out of Burkina Faso. He's the one that did that Afro beats with Uber Lebanon. He's out of West Africa, Burkina Faso. SB1 official is his IG tag actually.
Yeah,
SB1 official. Yeah, SB1 is dope. He's amazing. I have more coming from him actually. I've written on a couple more tunes of his. That's they're not going to be considered rhythms. Other artists will not be on it solely for mine, but yeah, more stuff is coming. He got me on piano tunes and which is the stuff for this year on the
mhm.
Afrobeat side of things. Yeah, it's
So
coming. Greatness.
how did this song come about? Blessings,
So I had COVID at the beginning of last year. I brought the year in. I had the flu at the end of 21 going into 22. And in 22, I had COVID and I was down for like 3 weeks. And when I was down, I realized that I was very much alone. And the only one I had to wait on me hand and foot was my mother. My mother came and completely um, mind you, she had just got out of the hospital in December because I went in the hospital with her, helping her, and then she's very healthy overall, but she's taken sick while we were on vacation, and then on the way back, I got the flu, and then after the flu, it turned into COVID, and mom waited on me hand and foot. She came and she was here and she took excellent care of me. I couldn't ask for more, and I realized how blessed I am. And while I was down, Calypso Dawn, who is a soca artist out of Trinidad and Tobago, who introduced me to SB1, the West African producer, music producer,
mm,
um, said, "Hey, SB1 has this rhythm. We want you on this rhythm." And I was like, "Okay, well, I ain't doing nothing else but laying here and being sick and can't breathe and whatever else. So, sure, I'll write to it." And yeah, and that's how blessings came about. That's what gave me the content. Sorry, that's what gave me the content for blessings. That's what gave me the verbiage and the context of it. So yeah, it's owed to my mother. Yeah,
okay,
tribute.
okay. So I guess you guys have a great relationship because most
Oh
of the
yeah,
time them people that try to throw them on in a nursing home
nah.
four
My
time.
mother, I'm my mother's only child. I'm my dad's oldest of four, but I'm my mother's only child. My mother has gone hard for me my entire life, and this is my time to honor her. You know, I honor both of my parents, but it's time to honor my mother. And like I'm I, this is my way of, paying tribute and paying homage, and yeah, I'm very much privileged to have my mother because a lot of people around me don't have their mom. And, I cherish the fact that I can look at her. She's breathing, her skin is warm to the touch. She offers me words of wisdom.
Mm.
She prays for me, which is very, very important because I know I'm covered when I'm in the street or wherever I am. I'm covered. You know what I mean? So those things count. And so yeah, it's a blessing. I hope people realize what that means. And then of course the Most High, you know, God covers me too. Like over everything else, He covers me. So
So, so you mentioned that you were married earlier on. Are you
hmm
still married,
I'm a widow.
or your husband passed?
hmm
Also,
Mm, it was. So let me say this: before he passed, we were divorced,
mm-hmm.
but it it was through tragedy and out of respect for my children, for our children. I prefer not to really say how, but just know it was really bad, and and crazy enough, so I was already booked to open for Beanie that weekend. So the homegoing service was that Friday. I opened for Beanie that Saturday, and Mother's Day was that Sunday. So it's just I it's taught me a lot of things about, I guess, life and myself, and how I used to have to like stand and push past things. It doesn't negate that really terrible bad things have happened, and but while you're still breathing, you still gotta push and stand and give, and you know what I mean. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I'm articulating that properly, but that's
How long
another
ago?
thing.
How long ago it passed?
2014.
Gotcha.
Mm.
So, what's your relationship like with your We have a son or a daughter?
Both, one of
Yeah.
each.
How's you guys' relationship?
So we're like, my son is the one who's on me with me on that's Almighty P. That's who's on Where's Love with me.
Okay. So
And I
he's
don't.
helping you in your journey as music.
Oh yeah, my son raps and sings. My daughter sings and raps as well. My daughter, I don't know if you saw the music video, but um, my son, he's the one, like I said, is a featured artist on it. And then my daughter, she's one of the females in there that's, doing little moves and dancing and appearing because she's going to be on the Blessings remix with me. She's going to be rapping on that with me. So, yeah, we keep it in the family, a musical family.
Oh, that's good. Normally find that these days, like it's very difficult trying to, bring a family member in the journey and just be like, yo, let's just do this thing. Even if you're not a singer or whatnot, you could still try to participate and help me to build what I have because
Let me tell you something. My baby girl is my makeup artist. When I go on my photo shoots, she directs me for my photo shoots. My son has promoted parties. He raps. He has DJ'd. Like I bought them DJ equipment extremely early. He had like 3 sets of DJ equipment. Throwing parties, trying to keep him out of the streets and things of that nature. Like I keep them. I've always had one on each hip. You know what I mean? Like, and so they've been exposed very early. They were going to the carnival stages with me, going to different boat ride things with me with the Caribbean culture. So they've had an affinity to music very, very young, and I allow them to make their own decisions. So like the local radio hosts and stuff know who they are. You know what I mean? One is a producer himself, DJ Prince Ice. I cannot thank him enough. He's the one who produced my first album and gave me chances early, exposed me to stuff early when I decided to become a solo artist, and took my kids under his wing too. So yeah, we're deeply We're deeply rooted and deeply grounded in
as it
it.
should be.
Yeah.
So, like, what genre of music would you say you make? Like, what? Just reggae.
I
Um,
will say I'm a world music artist
okay, fair enough.
because I do reggae. I have a soca tune. I have jazz compilations that I've done. I've done gospel, uh, but right now my focus is my reggae.
Okay. And
Mhm.
what artists are you trying to work with? Like, if you're trying to do features with?
Ooh, you gonna make me tell my secrets?
I mean, if you want to share a little bit.
Chronic, Mortimer. Um, I want to do something with Phil Watkins and hmm, Barris Hammond, Buju, Bounty, Sizzla, Beanie, um, Jermaine Edwards,
Mm,
Lauren Hill, Jill Scott, Jasmine Sullivan, her. Um,
you have some very conscious people. Okay,
yeah,
those people are like 90s. What new artists of this era would you consider like to do any kind of projects with?
I don't think Mortimer is a '90s artist.
No, I never heard of him before. The rest of them I know.
What? Do you nah? Do your
No,
research.
yo, there's so much music out here.
Let me tell you something. Hold on, I'm about to put you on. I'm gonna put you on game right fast. Do your due diligence and listen to Mortimer. Mortimer is an anomaly in reggae. An anomaly. His voice is butter.
I gotta look him up.
Look up Mortimer.
What song he's known for?
Slowly. Oh my gosh, if I could think of the name. Alexa, play Mortimer.
You want me to play the song Mortimer, right?
Play music by the artist Mortimer.
He's a Jamaican
You're going to
artist or
listen to it on Amazon Music.
Yeah, I think he's Alexa, stop. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you the name of the song. I played it so many times. Yeah, he's a Jamaican artist.
man, I'll look him up. Hold on.
And I want to do something with Praya, Prayah.
Tell me name. I'll just play a clip. How you spelling name? Mortimer.
Yeah, Mortimer.
MOR what?
More Mortimer. Mortimer.
Oh, and big tune now. Lighting.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
I'm
I
really
want to do something with Mortimer.
hopefully me not get no copyright. I have to do that. They will have to do over this whole
This is
music.
for promo purposes. This is for your educational. This is for my wish list. You asked me who I would want to sing with, who I would want to do something with. Mortimer. Mortimer.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm conscious. Me see the way where they pan. Big up Brandy
Mm.
Tidwell. She always come true.
Mm.
She said a couple of things to you to power and strength, sister love. And
Blessing, sister.
she
Blessing,
said
Brandy.
my
Queen.
father
Give
sister
thanks.
passed away the same year also. Jarastafari.
Mm.
Yeah, she always come true and show us love.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Blessed love.
But me see you upon your spiritual journey, and you
Mm,
always upon a positive note, you know, upon the rah thing.
nah,
Um, you know, upon the Mali thing and the foolishness where most of them artists are deal with. But what kind of advice you have for people that's trying to come up in the music business as far as like new artists?
I would say don't give up. Don't give up. I don't let age be a hindrance. Don't um don't let anyone talk you out of your gift. You know what I mean? Because some people are limited in their thinking that, oh, my time passed, or no, we evolve as humans. We evolve as humans. Time is a man-made thing meant to organize, consolidate, and control.
A fact.
So, absolutely. So, make the most of what has been granted to you. If you are gifted with something, how selfish of you to not share it with the entire universe, right? And you put it out there in the universe what you want to accomplish, you can do it. Just do it.
What setback you have comic like trying to become an artist?
What setback?
Hmm.
I wouldn't call it a setback. What delays have I had?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
finance. I'm an indie artist, non-conforming indie artist. So
Hmm.
I fund everything that I do. I've been paying for it. So it takes me a little longer. I haven't sold myself or my soul to get it. So, but everything in divine order, and it's been coming together beautifully. I have no complaints at this time. Before, I would say that people were dangling carrots, stringing me along, giving me just enough, but not enough. That is no longer a hindrance for me because it is in hand. It's reachable, it's attainable, and all I have to do is walk in obedience, and it will come. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm moving in obedience, and it's coming all together beautifully.
Yeah, she has two kids, and they're helping her in she said mentioned before that her daughter help her with like makeup and stuff like that. Make sure so she titivate up and look good. And her son him help with the beats them and them thing that you probably missed it. But yeah, her kids is very heavily hands-on with her. So you know that
Mhm.
make her save some money instead of pay outside sources and them thing there, which is good. So uh what can we expect for you other than music in your another 2023 or is just straight music?
Um, well, there's a lot of facets to me. I'm an author. I've done an anthology, and so I plan on following up with that. I probably will be working on part two of that, and dissecting the subject matter. Also, I cook. I cook very well. So I have some things coming with that. I won't say immediately what that's going to look like, but it's coming. Watch out for me. We're linked now, so you're gonna
Yeah.
know what's going on with me. Um, but I would say first and foremost, watch out for the music. My media footprint is coming heavy with a big stamp on it. My team is very intentional and driven. So we'll start with that. My label is coming,
What's the name of
different
that?
things. So hummingbirds, echoes, and recordings. Here, I want you to hear what I have to say. So
Branded
it's coming. It's coming.
Brandy Tidwell asked how old. I know women don't like to say that, but I'm not asking. He's asking.
Old enough.
She said, "All right, is there anything that I didn't ask that I should have asked before we wrap?"
Oh, how can you support me? How can you find me?
Oh yes, I was gonna do that, but you got to
How
listen to me.
how much of my music would I love for you to put into your rotation and your playlist? All of it.
Yep.
And you can find me.
Oh, just send it to me, and I'm gonna subscribe to your page after this.
Good thing.
from
And
this
you,
page directly. So when you drop
mhm.
stuff, like I'll get all the notification. Please do subscribe. But tell us how come we could find you and
Okay,
support you.
I'll give thanks. So you can find me on Instagram. My IG handle is Unique Sunshine, UNIQUESUNSHYNE. My official page is Sunshine P Official. I don't remember if there's underscores in that, but if you put in Sunshine P Official, you'll find me. I'm on Facebook, Sunshine Pollard, SUNSHYNE POLLARD. My artist page is Sunshine P, SUNSHYNE. The letter P. My YouTube is Sunshine P. Um, yeah, that's how
You
you can
you
find me.
forget your TikTok.
Oh, yeah. See, you do support me. And my TikTok is Sunshine P,
E-
SUNSHYNE, and the letter P.
Even though I don't have TikTok because that thing is controlled heavily by the CCP. But that's a
First of all, whoever owns TikTok has WhatsApp, has IG, has Facebook. You haven't escaped them at all. And what?
oh
Yeah,
no. I know, but it's just you see the TikTok,
the
them.
music,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
the TikTok thing. All right, we know so them Facebook follow your cookies because Facebook on Instagram, WhatsApp, and IG, but the CCP specifically show every region that you're in. They put the algorithm for towards that. That means if it's just black
Mm,
people in that section now, they show black people content and all the different things and that we do. But if in China, it's like all happy stuff. It's like
yeah,
diluted. And
yeah.
if you try to say like big up black people, if you say certain things about black people, they will take you off or they'll take your account away. While the other platforms them are not like that. So that's why I just don't rock with TikTok at
So
all.
I found the workaround for that, and I keep it strictly professional. It only deals with my music, nothing about my personal life.
Okay, okay.
I just
Gotcha.
use it as a tool. It's like a business card. So if somebody wants to find me in that community, if they want to locate me, I use a hashtag as my resume, and I only post stuff about music. You're not going to find anything about my personal life.
Right.
Hmm.
Tidwell, Brandy Tidwell, do remember to subscribe to her page. She got out just two singles currently. So when you gonna upload some more music on your YouTube?
So
Um,
Wednesday, so this Wednesday coming, my dub is dropping. So I have more music on my YouTube, and the person who uploaded the stuff to my YouTube didn't put, I guess, didn't put it on the main part of my page.
mhm.
So that's being constructed right now properly. Like all of that stuff is going to be corrected. It's got quite a few things out, so it's going to be corrected. Yeah,
Please do put more music on the YouTube. You have Spotify also, I
yeah.
think, right?
I'm
Apple.
on Spotify. I'm on all the platforms:
Just
Spotify,
just
YouTube,
type in your name,
iTunes,
Sunshyne P, right?
Amazon Music. Yeah, yeah. Sunshine P. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It was a pleasure talking to you,
The
and
pleasure was mine.
like I said, I'm gonna subscribe in any way that I can contribute to something like that. Just send me a message on WhatsApp, and we'll take it from there.
Yes, I keep the links. Big up Raquel. Big up my family, my children, my Honduran family as well. Big yourself up. I am super grateful for the privilege and the honor to be here.
Okay. Thanks again for joining us again, and big up Tidwell. Thanks for coming through.
Big up Tidwell. Yes,
Big up
I.
everybody, and remember, support the artists, support the real, share them stuff. If you can't buy it, share it. Just
Yes, I. Yes,
just
I.
put it on your page. If somebody must pick it up or something of that nature, just to be like, yo, let me see what this guy right here or this girl is sharing, whatever. Nothing, no, not all. If you can't help in a one way, you can't help in another way.
Yes, I.
Give thanks, and
Give
thanks again. Big up Tidwell.
them. Big